Hi friends, welcome back to the vlog today. I just like, so much has happened since the last time I vlogged about adoption and to China, to get our baby from China. Oh man, it's just a whirlwind of emotions that are happening right now. I'm just gonna try not to cry because my heart is just aching, and I just wanted to film this tonight while my emotions are raw, to be honest with you. Yes, so much is happening. We actually even have a respite care placement right now, which is awesome. Like, and we love this child. This is our 4th time having her in our home, and we love her so much. So she's kind of even been comfort to us, actually, as we go through the process and hope for our child to come soon. And okay, let me start back at the beginning. Okay, last time you guys saw me, I hit send for the application. That was Saturday night, and today is Tuesday night, so 3 nights ago, and I got a call on Monday night, last night, saying that we messed up a little bit on our application. We accidentally, this is kind of the funny part, so I'm going to try to add some comedic relief in here because, oh my gosh. Okay, so we got a call last night saying that we kind of filled out our form wrong. I thought it was saying, like, what is your family history, but it really just wanted to know your own personal history. And I have cancer on my side of the family, and also polycystic ovarian disease, and then my husband has Alzheimer's on his side of the family, and also heart disease. And so this sweet lady called us and was like, I think you guys filled these out wrong. I just want to clarify a few things. I was like, oh my gosh, yes, we completely filled that out wrong. I can't believe that we filled that out wrong. Yes. So that's what happened there. And then, okay, and then also, I'm sorry, I'm just a little emotional right now. We'll get to that. We'll get to it. It'll be fine. I'm gonna be okay. And after that, we also filled out that my employment at where I work right now, where I make quite a bit of money, ended in February. I was thinking it's February in my mind, so I put up till February to current. I thought I was saying current, but it's actually March now. So the winter has been so long, I just thought it was still February. I don't know why. So she was like, oh my gosh, they have one salaried income for a part-time worker. They have Alzheimer's and cancer. You know, it's kind of a funny conversation. The lady was so nice. I can't say enough good things about Holt so far. Holt Adoption, International Adoption Agency. They have been amazing to us. They've been so kind to us. But she kind of dropped a bomb on us a little bit last night. So we've been saying that it's going to take 2.5 to 3 years to every person that we know to adopt from China. But she told us that it's possible for it to happen in 12 months, in 1 year. I was so excited, over the moon excited, right? This is awesome news. So I was at work when I got the phone call. It just took a 5-minute phone call real quick at work. And then afterwards, I called my husband and I told him about it. He was like, oh man, wow, that's kind of crazy. You know, like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's a little crazy. It's a lot sooner than we thought. And we're just sitting here processing, like, how are we going to come up with almost $40,000 in 12 months? And we had a little bit of a panic, a little bit, not very much at that time. Anyways, I get off work at like 9 o'clock at night. It's pretty late at night. I come home and we start looking through the waiting child list, because that's how they said that we could do it, is if we pick a child from the waiting child list. And then if we didn't want to do that, we just wait until our home study's done, and then they'll send us spotlighted children. Yeah. So I opened this list of 200 kids. 200 amazing, beautiful children. I don't know if I can get through this without crying. And they all need mommy and daddies. Half of them have Down syndrome. I would say about maybe 25 or more have cerebral palsy. And there's 5 kids that we could find that could fit our family out of 200. And I thought that this was gonna be easier than it was, honestly. Like, I was having a hard time emotionally going through these photos. And then I started talking to Chad, and he was physically shaking because he was getting so, like, frustrated about it. He's like, I just can't look anymore. And I was like, yes, neither can I. Oh my gosh, I didn't think I would cry this much. Okay, hang on. Let's pull myself together here. All right, woo. All right, so we have all these beautiful kids on this site that we were looking through, and he just got overwhelmed with the thought of choosing a child from this list. And it was hard. Honestly, guys, it was so hard. I never thought it would be that hard, but it was hard. It's different with foster care. Honestly, like, we don't see the children's faces. We just get a phone call with ages and names. And it's just difficult. It was just having a really hard time. So we had to pick one of these children, or we don't have to pick one of these children. We can wait until after the home study's done too. So, like, that's always an option for us, which we might do, but there is 5 kids on there that we want to potentially, if Chad agrees, we will read their file. Oh my gosh, I'm a wreck. Okay, I knew this would happen. And he was just struggling. Honestly, it's been such a struggle. And it's been hard to stay in the place of faith for the finances, to be honest with you. Me and Chad had a little bit of a tiff about whether or not we should bring the kids because it's so soon. And I just told him I really wanted them there, and he doesn't necessarily see the whole purpose in that, and who knows what's going to happen there, you know, like, it's still a long ways out, and God can do so much. Sorry about that, my card got full there. We've been filming a lot of videos about adoption, and I just needed to delete a couple. And, okay, so we don't know what we're going to do there. Probably good that it got deleted, probably good that this card got filled up, because I was turning into a mud puddle. All my makeup's gone. Yep, that's where we're at tonight. It's getting late. It's 9:17. Okay. Anyways, we don't know what we're going to do there. And so we're kind of honestly having an argument about it. I would call it an argument. I wouldn't call it like we weren't being vicious or anything, but we had a disagreement, and we're okay with disagreements. They don't scare us necessarily, but they do happen sometimes, and it's kind of a serious thing to disagree with. And I think a part of me was just frustrated because this is supposed to be so magical. It's like having a child. Like, having a child should be like, you know, amazing, an amazing experience with your spouse, you know, that's how it begins, with love, you know, like, so I was just a little frustrated about that aspect of it. I'm like, this should be magical and cosmic and beautiful, but it's not how it is at all. I just wanted to be vulnerable with you guys about that. So this morning I had to film a adoption interview with our pastor for a podcast he was doing for our church, or for the 5-state region of South Dakota, Minnesota, North Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. So that was really cool. So I went over to their house, but it was like right after me and Chad discussed some things heavily, and like they've known me since I was 15 years old. So 15 years ago, they were the ones that led me to Jesus. So they know me really well, and they instantly knew something was up, and I just told them everything. I was like, yeah, and we're gonna be adopting our baby in a year instead of 2.5 years to 3 years. And they were just like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I'm like, I totally agree, but we're completely stressed out of our minds, and we are not in a place of faith right now. We are struggling really bad, and they're just the most amazing people on earth. They just started like loving on me. They prayed for me, they prayed for Chad, and they just like built us up and encouraged us so much, encouraged me so much. I was so encouraged by our conversation that we were having, and they started praying for me, and then I started praying for, oh my gosh, I'm back at that place. I started praying for our little guy or girl in China, and just like God would keep them safe, and that nothing bad would happen to them. And then I started praying for the waiting children, all 200 of them, that they would find families. And my heart is broken for them. All right, I don't know. Stop talking about the waiting children, right? Okay, my heart is completely broken for these kids, and they need mom and dad so bad. They need families so bad. I can't imagine what their life is going to be like if no one adopts them. They even have a category called Aging Out Kids, basically kids 10 and older, and then underneath it says aging out soon if they are about 14 years old. And I was just like, these kids are so beautiful. What's gonna happen to them if no one adopts them? Whew. Okay, everyone go adopt from the waiting child list, please. Just help this problem out, okay? I'm having a hard time. All right, we're gonna switch topics. So, yeah, so they started praying for me, and it's been so much better since then. Me and Chad have had a few conversations since then, and we are in a better place mentally. Not completely there yet. It's still very fresh. That's why I wanted to film with you guys, because it's so fresh. I wanted you guys to see the raw and real emotions of this experience. And so now what I'm doing is, we got another email from them today saying that we need to watch an introductory video right before our home study here. And then also we needed to write every place that we have lived since we were 18, because they do a background check on you for every single place that you lived since you were 18 years old. So we're filling that out right now. Our background though is super complicated, more complicated for Chad than it is for me, because he was a missionary and he traveled back and forth every 6 months for probably 10 years. So his history is really long, and they said that if you lived somewhere longer than 3 weeks, you needed to put it in there, because it needed to be recorded. And then for some reason the video is not working, so we just emailed them back about that, and that is good. So we will hopefully be able to send this stuff off tomorrow, and it's such a fast process, guys. Like, they're doing good. They said the home study could be anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, which is pretty impressive. That's faster than I was thinking it would be. For our foster care licensing, the home study, I mean, it just takes 1 day to get them there and to do the home study, but it took like several months for them to finish our home study when we adopted from the foster care system. From start to finish, that process just to get licensed as foster parents took probably 8 months to a year. So that was a lot slower. So I was just expecting it to be slow, because that's what my realm of experience is with foster care. And then also, it took us like 8 months to even be placed with a child. So this was just like what I was thinking, and this is in the United States. So I was thinking it was going to be a whole lot harder to adopt from China, but it has not been. These guys know what they're doing, and I am super thankful for that. But anyways, I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with the China adoption. I might have to put some videos out faster, because so much is going on. You guys actually don't even know at this point. YouTube does not know that we're adopting from China. So I'm about ready to drop that video here this next week. So it would have been a few weeks ago by the time you guys see this video, because today is March 11th. So this is where we're at, guys, crying over here over the children of the earth. So anyways, I hope you guys are having the best day ever. I am honestly having a really good day, but my heart's breaking, and God's doing a deep work. And I think sometimes when God does a deep work, it looks different. And I think we're growing in faith, and we're going to take our 5 loaves and 2 fishes, and we're going to spend $40,000 on a child that deserves a family, that needs a family, and we're going to do it. And please just pray for us, guys. Like, pray for our children, especially that are in our house right now, that they would feel loved, and that they would feel not jealous, and they wouldn't have any weird feelings about spending money on another child. That's like really on my heart and a burden, how they would have compassion for other children. Gabe already has said, in the beginning, he said, "Let's do it, Mom. I don't care if it's a boy or girl. If they need a family, let's go get them." And I'm like, that's my boy. That's my compassionate boy. He knows what to do. And so that's where we're at. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.